Cristiano Ronaldo was just 12 years old. A boy from the sun-soaked, wind-swept island of Madeira, poor, remote, and forgotten by most, had just arrived in Lisbon, more than 600 miles from home. He carried a small backpack, a few worn-out clothes, frayed shoes, and a fabric soccer ball tied with string. Inside, he carried something heavier: nervous excitement, fear, and hunger. Life at the academy was nothing like the dream. The dorms at Sporting Lisbon were low, damp buildings filled with noise. Each room housed 2 to 4 boys, depending on the day. Cristiano was assigned to share with an older player named Albert. They weren't close, not at first. Albert was quiet, so was Ronaldo. He was the youngest kid in the entire block, skinny, reserved, with an island accent so strong it made him stand out. And standing out meant getting picked on. "Hey, Madeira, did your mom send dried fish again? What are you even saying? Nobody understands you." Silent meals. Every morning, the boys lined up for food: dry bread, a pat of butter, and a small carton of milk. Ronaldo usually ate fast and left the table without a word. He didn't have spare money for extra food. He didn't have friends to talk to. At night, some kids hid away their milk for later. Ronaldo didn't. He often gave his away, then went to bed hungry. Calls home. In the quiet of night, he'd sneak into the phone booth, drop a coin into the payphone, and call home. "Mom, I'm hungry. I don't know anyone here. Everyone laughs at me." On the other end, his mother, Dolores, tried to keep her voice steady. "You have to endure it. For the dream. Because I believe in you. Don't give up." After hanging up, Ronaldo would sit alone in the hallway for a long time. Some nights, he'd lean back against the wall, head down, stomach empty. And then, something small began to change everything. A single carton of milk left quietly on his desk each night. No name, no note, no explanation. Just one small carton and one enormous act of kindness. Cristiano began to notice. Every night when he returned to his dorm room, there was a small carton of milk placed neatly next to his books. At first, he thought someone left it there by mistake. But after a few nights, he knew it wasn't random. One evening, he stayed back a little longer, and just as his roommate Albert walked in, Ronaldo saw him quietly slide the milk toward his desk before heading off to brush his teeth. No words, no explanation, just a gesture, repeated night after night like a silent ritual, a quiet kind of encouragement. Not loud friendship, just quiet loyalty. They weren't close. They didn't hang out. But every time Ronaldo came back from training, exhausted, there it was, the milk. When other kids teased him for his island accent, Albert didn't step in to defend him. But afterwards, he'd silently hand Ronaldo a tissue to dry his eyes. When Ronaldo had a bad game and sat in the room, head down in silence, Albert would simply sit beside him, saying nothing, but staying until he got back up. He wasn't great with words, but his presence made me feel like I wasn't alone. A milk carton that fed more than hunger. Hunger at the academy wasn't just about food. It was hunger for comfort, for belief, for connection. Albert didn't teach Ronaldo how to shoot, but he taught him how to stand tall, even in silence. Every milk carton was a quiet message: you haven't been forgotten, someone still cares. Ronaldo grew stronger, not just in body, but in heart. From a boy who cried often, begged to go home, he became silent, focused, relentless. He trained longer, shot harder, built up his body each night. Sore feet? He still played. Aching back? He still ran. Because he knew giving up would betray the one person who believed in him, and the one who never let him go to bed hungry. I didn't need the whole world to believe in me, just my mother and the roommate who kept me fed. And then, the turning point came. One training session, the first team coach at Sporting Lisbon stopped by to watch. During that scrimmage, Ronaldo found the net 4 times. Everyone stood stunned. Albert? He stood by the sideline, arms crossed, and smiled. I knew it. You were always going to make it. Cristiano Ronaldo was soon promoted to Sporting Lisbon's first team. Just months later, in a friendly match against Manchester United, the boy from Madeira dazzled, so much that Sir Alex Ferguson turned to his staff and said, "We have to sign him. Immediately." From Lisbon to Manchester, then to Real Madrid, Juventus, back to United, and eventually to Al Nassr. Ronaldo climbed to the top of the world, 5 Ballon d'Ors, over 800 goals, hundreds of millions of fans across the globe. But there was one thing he never forgot. During a Ballon d'Or interview, a journalist asked him, "If you could thank one person from your childhood besides your mother, who would it be?" He paused, then said, "I don't remember his full name, just Albert. He used to leave a milk carton by my desk every night when I was in Lisbon. I never asked for it. He never said a word. But I knew someone was keeping me alive, one milk carton at a time." And if he's hearing this, I never forgot. A national TV search began. After that emotional moment, a Portuguese television network began tracing the story. Weeks later, they found Albert working as a warehouse laborer in a quiet suburb of Lisbon. He lived simply, didn't use social media, and had no idea Ronaldo had just honored him on international television. The reunion took the world by storm. When the two finally met backstage at a charity event, Albert choked up. "I just didn't want you to go hungry the way I once did. I never imagined you'd remember." Ronaldo embraced him. "I remember every single carton. Every night I came back from training, exhausted, opened the cap, took a sip, and told myself, you have to keep going, because someone out there believes you're worth it. You didn't just give me milk. You gave me belief."
Not everyone will become a superstar. Not everyone gets a Ballon d'Or or millions of fans. But anyone can be an Albert in someone's life. One milk carton, one quiet gesture, one act of kindness at the right time. It may never be recognized, it may never go viral, but it could nourish a dream big enough to change the world. Have you ever had an Albert in your life? Someone who helped you quietly, expecting nothing in return? Comment, "I never forgot that milk carton," to honor those silent heroes who shaped who you are today. And if you're helping someone now, even with just a carton of milk, don't think it's small, because sometimes that's how legends are made.